What's up, everyone? This is Joe from Car Jomez, and I am back on YouTube with a very special video because today is my birthday, and I decided to bring in someone who should know a little bit about me and birthdays. It's my mom. So we got He-Man stuff all over the place because all my videos are about He-Man toys and such, and today,
happy birthday.
We got the new Origin Skeletor figure, found it at Walmart. I made her pay for it because it's my birthday. I shouldn't have to pay for it.
Of course not.
But I wanted you here today because I wanted to do something special, something cool for everyone who subscribes and likes this video. And everybody who wants to drop down into the description and click the link to buy some merchandise to help support this show even further. So my first question for you is, tell me about how we met.
We met at about, we met on September 13th, 1981, at about 5 o'clock in the evening. You were born...
Wait. I was born at 3 o'clock.
Yes, but I wasn't the really mothering type, I guess.
Oh, really?
So I didn't want any of this. I didn't want to be up for anything. So I was not that.
Oh, sweet.
So by the time I found out that I had a boy, it was about 5 o'clock.
Oh.
You know.
And right off the bat, you know that I'm like the most legit baby ever born?
Absolutely. Until I had my second son.
We're going there, really.
We're going there.
So, I got the He-Man stuff out. My 4th birthday was a He-Man themed birthday, so this is the 35th anniversary of me turning 4. So I went on eBay, I got some decorations. What was your...
Because you're nuts.
Why am I nuts?
Because for your birthday, I probably paid $1 for 8 hats.
Okay.
And 8 plates. Probably paid $1 for the tablecloth. I'm sure you paid more than that.
These are eBay prices.
Yes. And you know I'm cheap.
It's
so
not 1985 anymore.
I know.
So you pay the cost, whatever it is.
Right. That's why I'm not paying you for them.
Oh yeah, I know that. But I didn't ask you to because I know.
That's right. You did not.
I know better. But He-Man was my 4th birthday.
Correct.
And that was obviously a major thing for me as a kid. To this day, it still is. I've loved it basically the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
Was this like my first thing? Like my first thing?
No, I don't think so. Well, every year for your birthday as a child, there was a theme.
Correct.
And it was from soup to nuts. Everything we did was themed. Everything we had out was themed.
Yeah, plates, tablecloths, invitations.
Cake was always, we used a special bakery out on Long Island because I love buttercream and they make the best buttercream in the world. So I would give them a picture of what I wanted and they would draw it on the cake. It was exquisite.
So I had a He-Man cake.
Yes, you did.
At 4 years old.
Yes, you did.
At 5 years old, so that would have been the year after. What would it have been? Thundercats? Did we have a Thundercats party?
I'm sure we did.
So
we had a Smurf party.
Mm-hmm.
What was the second one?
I don't know.
Okay.
3 would have been
Dukes of Hazzard. Crazy about Dukes of Hazzard. You wanted that plastic car that wasn't motorized at the time.
The General Lee.
You had to pedal it. And your father and I went all over the place looking for this car.
See, back in the day when Gomez and I first started the podcast, we spoke about this car. And I don't know how much it cost. I was a fucking kid. I just assumed it must have been like $100,000.
No.
How much does a toy General Lee cost?
I think back then it was about $45, $50, which was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't battery operated or anything like that.
But adjusted for inflation, what's that now? Like, I don't know, $1,000?
I don't think it would be worth it. You know. But then it was He-Man. We had baseball parties. We had G.I. Joe, yes. And every cake was just, cake was the best part.
I know the G.I. Joe cake had Sergeant Slaughter painted on it. Now, I've done wrestling shows with Sergeant Slaughter. So
Oh, you should have shown them.
well, funny story. You won't even care about this. Maybe these people will. So I meet Sergeant Slaughter, and obviously big wrestling star, WWF champion, you know, back when. But like I care that he was in the G.I. Joe movie fighting Cobra. So I finally meet Sergeant Slaughter, and I go up to him. Hey, Sarge, I'm Joe. It's really nice to meet you. I just want you to know I was a really big fan of your feud with Nemesis Enforcer in the G.I. Joe movie, and I thought they ended it too quick. You guys could have done a lot of business with returns against Cobra La. And I just kept talking about G.I. Joe, and this old man is just looking at me like with dead eyes, and you could tell he's like getting sick of me already, and he's just like, all right, maggot, I get it, you're a fan, at ease. I was like, that's great.
You know, but I would say the first birthday that you really understood was Dukes of Hazzard. And then each year, I let you choose your theme, and we would go out and buy all the accessories, without a doubt. We normally either had a barbecue or catered. It was always in the house or in the yard if it was a nice day.
See, now, I don't really remember the Dukes of Hazzard party, but I have very distinct and vivid memories.
Well, you're 4 years old for this party.
And I think not only that, but for whatever reason, this party was videotaped. So I think it was one of Dad's friends had a camcorder.
I think Aunt Nancy.
I think it was someone else. I don't think it was Aunt Nancy at that time.
I don't know.
But someone videotaped the party, and they even did like the digitized lettering on the tape that said like Joseph's 4th birthday party. And obviously, I loved seeing myself on TV,
Of course.
I watched the VHS. So I don't know if it's memories from actually being in the moment.
It's also that the theme of He-Man was carried through after that. You know, because we went to the toy store in Lindenwood when He-Man was there.
Yes, we met He-Man and Skeletor.
And you met He-Man, and they picked you up and held you.
Yeah, they had to be I'll put that picture in now, but those guys had to be the most powerful men in the universe to lift that baby.
You're not kidding, because you had on, I'll never forget, a pair of red shorts with white stripes down the side, and I think a blue shirt with He-Man on it, and your legs, even at 4 years old, had creases in the thighs.
It's not funny.
You know.
This is what you remember, that I was a fat baby.
You were a little chubby boy.
So,
and then we also went to...
what does that say about you if I was a fat little boy?
I never denied being overweight. And look where I got me.
I'm saying the parenting skills that go in here. You just like, what was I eating?
I told you I wasn't really a motherly type, okay? I told you that right off the bat. Not that I didn't or don't love you to the death, but, you know... But then we went to Radio City Music Hall.
We saw the live show, yes, at
We
Radio
saw
City.
the live show. So it was carried through, you know. Plus, I think you had every toy that they ever made at the time.
I remember getting a little, like, rolled up. It wasn't like a real circular, but it was like a flyer that they would come to that. It would get stuck in the railing of the house for was it Toys and Things?
Yes, Toys and Things, right. Well, that's where we went to meet them.
Yes. So I remember, like, but a flyer would show up and it would say, like, new He-Man, and we would go. Like,
I know we would.
There was no second.
You were a spoiled little bastard.
Yeah, and the thing is like, especially looking back on it now.
And you still think you're a little bastard and you still want to be spoiled.
Why do we gotta call me, it's my birthday and you're calling me names?
Because I love you.
That's not an excuse. But the thing is, looking back at it now, you know, being 39 and almost an adult.
Never, you'll never be an adult.
Like, I remember...
That's not true. You will be an adult. You'll never be mature.
Thanks. But you always worked.
Yes.
Dad always worked.
Yeah.
A lot of times both of you were working multiple jobs.
Right.
And...
So we really didn't raise you.
No, but not that. It's just, I went to private school.
Yes.
I was always on a team or on a sport or in some kind of club, or I never missed a practice or a game or anything.
That's correct.
If I wanted a toy, I got a toy. If I wanted a video game, I got a video game. How the fuck did you make that happen?
We worked 2 or 3 jobs.
Because, like, I look at it now and I'm like, you know, there's things I want to do, and I have no kids and I have no family to support. Like, everything I do is solely for me, which is great. you know, there's a lot of
I'm
good
sure
stuff.
you love it that way.
I do.
I know.
But-
And that's okay.
Yes. Does it bother you?
No.
Like
My main hope in life is that you'll just be happy. Be happy and be a good person. Then I feel like I did a great job as a mother. I don't ask for much.
So, do you think you did a great job then?
Yes, because you're happy
I am happy.
and you're kind to people. You're kind to us, even though sometimes you're a ball buster. But, you know,
I
You
like the passive
you
aggressive.
help people when you can.
The passive aggressive dig at me as you're trying to compliment me, but you just can't help yourself.
I can't.
But leading up to my 4th birthday, we had a little incident in the house. Why are you making that face?
Of course.
So
What I tell you, you were a little bastard.
I want to know, do you remember this?
Yeah.
This is Spider. It's one of my favorite vehicles, figures, pieces of the Masters of the Universe collection. It is a
This is not your original.
This is not my original. I picked this up in an auction on Facebook not too long ago. But it is mint and preserved with the box. Box is not sealed, but everything's in there. But it's one of my absolute favorite toys. And it's a giant mechanical spider that Skeletor sits in. And Skeletor, as we know, especially on this channel, is my double main man. So, what do you remember about Spider?
Well, since this was your He-Man birthday, most of the toys we bought you, or all of the toys, I believe, actually, were He-Man related.
Yeah.
And really others in our family and among our friends wouldn't buy you toys. They would buy you clothes, or it was like a gift, not a gift card, cash,
Yeah.
because you
They
really
didn't have
had
gift
enough
cards.
toys.
They didn't
Right,
have
that's
gift
what I
cards
said,
in
it wasn't a
19
gift card. You know, but we used to buy the toys and, of course, put them in the closet and, you know, then wrap them when it came to the birthday so he could rip them open. But for this year, being a little wise ass, little whatever.
So, but I'm not even a full 4 years old yet at this point.
Right. I never said you were stupid,
Well,
you know. Anyway, he went searching for all his presents. So after that, I never kept his presents in the house.
but, so I actually remember this. And you hid them in the closet. They were already wrapped. Everything was wrapped. So obviously I knew it was a gift from me. But I remember...
Could have been for your brother.
Why would it be for my brother? Nobody should get him anything.
Not in September.
No. Like I understood months and dates at that time. I just knew it was time for me to get gifts. I clearly remember like hearing you come up the stairs
And you were sitting in my closet. Our closets were large.
Yeah.
So there was plenty of room for you to sit.
But I tried to hide under a blanket on the floor, thinking that you wouldn't see me. Apparently you saw me.
No. Can't imagine.
So what is your
Saw
reaction?
you in the ripped paper in front of you? I mean, you know.
So when you see this, like, what are you thinking?
I think I yelled.
I remember you yelling.
Yes. Well, you know, it's not really yelling. I have a very loud voice.
Normally, yes.
Normally. So really it wasn't yelling. Maybe it was one little octave up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you sure?
Yeah, probably.
But this toy, I don't remember it working very well.
No, it didn't. And I was just going to say that. Those legs on it, those red legs.
It's battery powered. But it's supposed to. You're supposed to hit the button and it's supposed to walk.
Yeah,
all the
but
time.
it always gave us a hard time.
Yeah. So the one I had as a kid really, but I loved it. I mean, it's
Right.
badass. If you a giant walking spider, like it's.
Oh yeah, we had the castle.
Mhm.
We had a couple of vehicles. We had all the figures, I believe, honestly, that they made at the time.
Mhm.
The panther and the green one and the purple one.
Are those their given names? The green one and the
Well,
purple
for
one.
me, I'm old. I can't remember everything.
Battle Cat, Panther.
There you go. I got panther.
When we watched one of my YouTube videos the other day where you were watching me unbox the toys and you kept pointing out like, oh, I remember this one, I remember this one, I don't remember this one, and I'm like, I had this, and then you go, really? But do you have like a favorite toy or whatever?
Me?
That you eventually just gave away?
You were born in September.
Yes.
So your first Christmas, you were only a few months old. And we bought you this tan dog, stuffed dog, with dark brown ears, and we put a ribbon around its neck. I think I kept that forever.
I don't even remember that.
Oh my goodness. Well, what are you going to buy a 3-month-old little baby?
Nothing.
You know,
He's not even going to, if it was me and Mike, I wouldn't buy him shit.
I know you wouldn't. That's my favorite. The other thing that I really love, you have a green stuffed dinosaur, which when you were in first grade, you got very sick. You had mono. God only knows where you got it from, but, you know, and you ended up in the hospital because you had such a high fever. And you were in a regular sized bed, and you looked like lost. And you were in LIJ, actually. And
now the thing too wasn't the thing that they didn't have single rooms available, so they put me.
no, but you were in a single room because you were contagious.
But that was the thing. But I had this massive room
right, so
that
it was
wasn't
a big
meant.
room, right? I took my showers there because I didn't go home. And in the gift shop, I found this green dinosaur.
Because I did love dinosaurs.
Yes, you know, and that to me reminds me of like your childhood. That
Being in the hospital.
toy, no, but the dinosaur reminds me of everything. And you would lay in bed because your fever was high, and you would say to me, "Mommy, am I going to die?" And after I cried my eyes out, of course, I said, "No, no, no, no," you know.
Did you think I was going to die?
But no, no.
But I thought.
Right. Well, you're 7 years old, right?
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know you don't know any better.
No.
You know, but you were in the hospital quite a few days, and Daddy would come after work. You know, but that dinosaur, I think you still have it till this day.
I
I've
do
seen
still
it
have
in
that.
pictures.
Yeah. It's I would stage it in a lot of my videos.
Yeah.
So you will see it in the background in a bunch of those. And it's still, I mean, we're talking now 32, 33 years,
Sure.
and that thing still looks brand new. Like, I don't know what it is now. It's traveled
Well,
with
I
me.
don't. You haven't really. You didn't play with that, so
Not
it wasn't
really.
abused.
Yeah, that's true. It just, but it's,
You know, but
you
it's
know,
still old.
Yeah, I mean, it's old, and it's put on some miles now, because it's moved with me probably
Sure.
about 9, 10 times.
You
that I've
took it
moved.
with you.
So that's what you remember the most, is this dog that I have absolutely
Oh
no
my
recollection
God.
of.
We had this little baby seat, and we had it by the tree on the floor, and we had the dog's head hanging over the top. I have to find that picture. That picture is somewhere.
So I looked for a bunch of pictures from this, because you took a ton of pictures.
I did.
When
I
I was a
have
kid.
them, and I have them all in books now.
All in books, and everything is in chronological order. So
As much as I can remember.
I know if I'm looking for something specific that I think you would have or that exists, I know the general area to go find it once I come here and start looking through your albums. And for this, my 4th birthday, I thought you would have so much.
I can't imagine that I don't have, because I always took a lot of pictures at parties. Always took pictures of the cake. Always took pictures of it lit. Always took pictures of you cutting it. Always took pictures with Grandma. Then you took pictures with, you know, me and Daddy and Jason. Then you took pictures with your godparents. I mean, I can't understand.
There's 3 pictures total from this birthday.
Well, maybe I was getting tired of you by then.
You having fun? You having fun?
Yes, I am.
Good. So I wanted to. I'm just amazed, because I thought there were going to be a lot of cool pictures that I'd be able to take photos of myself and insert here, and there's really not. There's a couple pictures of like all like the kids at the party, and I'm like 4 years old, so I don't have fucking friends at the time. Like I don't
No,
know.
well, it was our friends.
We would have been like
children.
like our cousins.
Like, and all your cousins. But you had like Linda and Donna and their kids, you know.
But it's like it's all kids, and
Right.
the kids are terrible, and you know, it's like a couple pictures of kids, and then just one by myself where I'm just standing on a chair
I don't
holding
understand that.
2 He-Man figures, and with the foil helium balloon,
Yeah,
uninflated, but like you taped it to the wall. So I guess that was
You
there
know.
for a few days and started losing air. So you
Well, we really never had your party on the day of your birthday. 'Cause
No.
we always had your party
on a Sunday.
usually on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
Right. 'Cause
that's
when,
how I remember.
That's when Daddy didn't work, because he would work
Yeah.
really every other, and he'd work Sunday mornings till 12 o'clock. So on the actual day of your birthday, we always had a small cake, and I always decorated the inside, the dining room area
Okay.
for your birthday.
So that's where the balloon came from.
Right.
So the balloon had been standing around. I remember that too, like just the non-party day, because I remember trying to get the spider to work on the living room floor. We had that old brown carpet.
Yeah, and it had it was sculpted.
Yeah,
the carpet.
yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't flat.
The
Didn't
80s
work.
were fucking wild, huh? The fucking wood paneling and shit on the wall.
Yes.
So now we're here, 35 years later,
In our new home. Well, not new home,
but I've got He-Man stuff all over the place that I found on eBay. And your reaction today when you saw this was?
you're fucking nuts.
I've got the hats, the tablecloth, we had
Yeah.
cake plates, I got the toy that I was given 35
You
years
bought
ago.
another toy today.
I got a brand new Skeletor figure today, and your only reaction is, you fucking nuts?
Yep.
Because
But you see, I know you, and this is your personality. And it makes you happy, and it makes you endearing to me, actually.
I thought you would get a genuine kick out of this, because
I do.
you do love the nostalgia of things.
Yes.
So
I love memories.
Yeah, and I told everyone who knew about this, I said, I guarantee she's going to come out of the bedroom when she gets out of bed. Her eyes are going to tear up because she's going to see what I did. And then she's going to go, Joseph Michael, get that shit off my fucking table.
No, I didn't tell you to take it off. My eyes did tear up.
But you didn't tell me to take it off, but you did say, what is this shit on my table?
Well, because now that I'm retired and it's just your father and I try very hard to keep the house in order and put everything where it's supposed to be all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I like things a certain way. And I don't know why no one sees it but me, but there are certain things that I like my own way. More so now than ever before.
So I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do this video because the past year has not been great.
No. It has not been great.
No.
Over a year now.
And we kind of spoke about this yesterday, where I don't know if the next time I see you is going to be the last time that I see you.
Or if this time will be the last time.
And I wanted to get this, I want to do this video because I wanted something that, like, are you scared?
Of dying?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of dying. I'm really not. I'm worried of what will happen to people when I leave. And I'm only here for a visit. We're on Earth for however long we're here, but we're only visiting. But I worry about you and your brother and your father. And we've made a lot of decisions over the past year. We always thought, because Daddy has been so sick, that he would always die before me. But chances are now that I will die before him. And so we're always making decisions. Every time I have to leave him, he's my main concern.
See, and the thing with me is, for me personally, I've dealt with a lot of death.
Yes.
Whether it was grandma or some of my best friends over the years. Obviously, this is different. And you know especially, because your dad died when you were 9.
Yeah.
And you've made it a lot longer than that. But that has always affected you.
Yes.
And when Dad got sick, I was, about 10?
You were in 4th grade.
Yeah, I was about 10. And I don't want to say I've always like had this fatalistic view of things, but it like you were very.
And I've always told you the truth about Daddy's illness.
Yeah.
I never hid anything, even when you were little.
But not that it like scarred me or anything like that, but I've always had this view, like obviously, like your parents are going to die
Right.
at some point.
Right.
Your mother lived to 85.
Yep, she did. And she
You're-
lived over half her life by herself.
Yeah. But even then, you're not really ready for it.
I don't think I'll ever be ready to die.
No, but not.
Oh, you mean you?
Yeah.
Do I leave behind? You're right. Whether the person dies 1, 2, 3, and it's a shock, or whether the person is sick and then they die. I agree with you because I had both.
Yeah.
My father died like so unexpectedly. My mother was sick, and you're not ready for it.
No, a loss is a loss is a loss.
Right.
And whether you know I mean, maybe you can better prepare yourself for it. But at the same time, like, what are you preparing yourself for?
That's right. I've prepared myself to die. I've, done all the necessary work that needs to be done. We've made arrangements for Daddy. The house.
It's like Nicholas Flamel with the elixir from the Philosopher's Stone. Like now they realize they shouldn't keep this stone around in case Voldemort gets it, so he's got to get his affairs in order before the effects wear off.
Oh, Joe, I can't.
I'm just saying, but I don't want the Dark Lord to come in here and take over all the magical kingdom
Right.
again.
So I think really that the thing I'm trying to do the most is spend as much money as I can. Because we have this running joke between us
I thought you would be fucking serious, and I was like...
that every time I buy something, I'm spending his inheritance.
I've said this for a couple of years, and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, we bought new couches." I'm like, "What are you doing? That's money that's earmarked for me."
Right.
And now I kind of feel bad about it. No. Yeah, not like that bad, but
Right. But we have a good relationship. We joke around a lot.
Well, the first thing, so you haven't seen me in over a year now,
Yeah.
until yesterday.
Yeah.
And the first thing you said when I walked in the door was, "Oh, good, you lost weight because the last time you really looked like shit."
Well, the last time I saw you, I don't look great now, but I looked worse. And I worry that what caused my illness will affect you.
See, and that's the thing, like, I've run it through my head multiple times, like, me dying. And I'm not really worried about it.
No, I'm not worried.
Like...
I used to be afraid of dying. But then I look, it sounds so stupid, but I say to myself, so many people have done it already.
Yeah.
So, nothing new.
Exactly. It's like everyone on OnlyFans now. Once someone takes off their clothes, like, it's very easy for me to go and spread my butt cheeks on OnlyFans for a couple bucks.
Well, I wouldn't do that, but,
I'm just saying, there are people who pay for that. That's quality content.
Okay. Got it.
But, like, I'm not scared of it. And
No, I'm not.
and your main concern is everyone you love.
Right. Especially the three of you.
Like, my biggest thing is, and I said this on another podcast I was a guest on not too long ago, like, what am I going to do with all my toys? Like, that's my...
It's like, what am I going to do with my jewelry? He's worried about his toys.
But that's really what I'm worried about, because I want to make sure they go to someone who appreciates them because they bring me great joy. And I don't think there's anyone in my circle who really, has the love for this stuff that I do, to that extent anyway. But we're Catholic.
Yes.
I wouldn't say I'm Catholic now. I would say I'm very much an atheist. You got back into religion over the past couple of years.
To a point. I have, I think, a great relationship with God and Mary. And I don't go to church. And I shouldn't think this way, but I do, because I go to church and then I see everybody gets up for communion, and you know damn well
I think it's all bullshit.
that not everybody,
Yeah.
I would never get up for communion because I didn't go to confession, whatever. And then I got sick and I couldn't go anywhere. And now I feel a warmth in me when I take the time to talk and pray. And that's okay because I feel God is forgiving. How much He can forgive of my life, I don't know. But yes, I've gotten more religious, or more maybe
Spiritual.
not religious, spiritual, right? As I've gotten
So
sicker.
you believe that there's something else out there? Like like this isn't the end. It's not The Sopranos where it just fades to black at the end and we never get a
No,
conclusion.
I believe that I'm going to see my parents and, my friends. that
So it'll
are
be like the
there.
movie Coco.
Yeah, yeah,
So does that mean I got to keep a picture of you up?
you better.
Now, here's the problem with that, though. Because as I walk around your house, you got a bunch of pictures of my brother.
Here we go again.
There's only one photo of me in this house, and it also includes my brother. I have offered to give her 8x10s from my wrestling days.
Well, that's the issue. You won't give me a regular picture.
I even bought you a gift, a canvas printed photo, family photo.
And what's on your face?
Well, I have my revolting blob mask on, but it is a tremendous family photo.
It is. It's a very nice one if you didn't have that damn thing on your face.
It really, I think, captures us in a very special way. And you
I think I gave in to you too much when you were little.
You refuse to hang that up.
Well, I just haven't found the right spot.
You got a goddamn zebra on your wall.
I'm thinking-
Who is that zebra? Why is he so fucking special?
I'm thinking the best spot for that picture that you bought might be over my garbage pails in the garage.
Bullshit.
At least it'll be on the wall.
You know I'm not ready for this, right? Obviously, I love you too. And I want to be able to do this again in a year.
Oh, wouldn't that be fabulous?
Because I got a whole theme for next year's party too.
Well, the doctors tell me that I should have at least 5 years. But then another thing pops up. And then another thing pops up. Now with this latest incident, it might cut that a little short. But I'll never actually leave you. You know me, I'm a pest.
No, I look at it as even when it's finally time for you to go, yeah, I won't be able to call you every day. But you're not really going anywhere. You're part of me, you're in my blood, you're in my DNA.
You're still gonna hear my voice every day.
I hear your voice so, because every time I do something, like I picture it as it plays out in my head. Like I bought that Eternia playset for $3,000. See, but that was when you were sick and you were just like, Joseph, do whatever makes you happy. And I was like, fuck, that's all I need to hear. But I think about like something like that, and like I picture your voice in my head going, Joseph Michael, don't you fucking dare.
And you know that I call you Joseph Michael.
It's always Joseph Michael. My friends joke about that because when you would, like you'd be mad at me for whatever or didn't know where I was, you'd call everybody's house and leave messages like, Joseph Michael, if you're at Armando's house and you can hear this message, I swear I am not a happy camper. Happy camper is a big thing too with you.
You stole my car.
That wasn't that time.
No, but you did steal my car.
As I stole a car, big deal.
I knew just where it was when Grandma called me and said, your car's gone. I said, and where's Joseph? He's at work. I said, okay. So I called Aunt Nancy to go pick up the car and made you fucking walk home.
Now, to be fair, by the time you and Dad got home, and now we're gonna have the big talk. I'm about to get punished, grounded, whatever it is. And you're on a fucking rampage because Dad is the passive one. Like he's gonna let you handle it, and you're just slamming on the damn table and cursing and this, And at the very end,
I
you
do
go,
have a mouth from the gutter.
yeah, like, where do you think I got it from? I tell people all the time, if you ever wonder about me, talk to my parents for 5 minutes and you'll get it. But you're banging on the table and you just look at me and you go, and did you fucking think you'd get away with it? And I just looked at you and dead honest, I wasn't even trying to be funny. I go, 100%. I didn't think.
Yeah, Grandma's old.
I said,
She
Grandma's
won't
old.
notice the
She'd
card.
never realize it. And Dad started laughing so hard that it absolutely destroyed your whole argument. And like, that was it. It was a wrap. I was good to go. And then Meatball finds out about this. And he's fucking livid that I didn't get punished. He stole a damn car. Like, you guys didn't do anything.
And the thing was, he didn't have a license. You know, he didn't have his license yet. That was the big issue. You know.
See,
You
like,
know?
there's a lot of shit.
There's a lot of shit we can laugh over, though.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. Like,
too.
but even the other day, like, like, if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
That's right.
And you said to me
I
over the
refuse.
phone, you said, Joseph, I swear to God, you'll be the death of me. And what did I say? I said, you can't blame me because I think the cancer got you first. And we fucking laughed. And to a lot of people, that may sound fucked up, but that's how we are.
Right.
Maybe we're a little fucked up.
Hey, who cares? I don't care what people think, really.
Exactly.
As long as I know in my I can live with my conscience, that's all I care about. You know. And I have a lot of reasons to want to live. There was a time when I didn't think I did. But I did.
You would have missed this great He-Man party.
That's right. I would have. And I would have looked down from heaven, or hopefully,
And you would have
and
said,
seen it and saying, oh, damn,
I
I
would
could have been there.
I could have been buying all these new action figures at Walmart that I
Well,
refuse to go to.
It's just that I can't get in and out of the car.
I just think you should, like, listen, it's my birthday. I shouldn't have to drive myself to Walmart.
I'm sorry.
I should have been allowed to sit in the cart as you push to the toy section.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that is too much to ask.
If I could have, I would have. Believe me.
Do you think I do a lot of these things just to embarrass you in public?
No. Oh, I'm way past being embarrassed by you.
Oh, thanks.
Way past, or not by you, by the things that you do.
But, like, I'm not
You
doing
know.
them specifically.
I know.
But, like, sometimes
You're
you
having
feel
a
like
good
I do.
time in your life, and you know what? That is fantastic. It really is. I'm so happy for that. And when you told me you were going to come down for your birthday, it's been so long since we've celebrated a birthday together. And I hope we get to do it again. I really do.
I hope there's new figures for you to buy for me. Because there's always going to be more toys.
That's true. You know, that's true.
But,
You know, but this was nice. I didn't expect this.
yeah. But it was fun, right?
Yeah. It was. It's nice sitting and talking to you.
I mean, I'm a great conversationalist.
Yes, you are.
I'm dynamite. Like, what is it, like, like, do you ever, like, sit back and say, wow, I really raised an absolute goddamn legend of a son
Well, I don't do that. I raised a good man.
who now spreads his butt cheeks on the internet for money?
You'll do a lot for money, I've learned. And thank God you're healthy and you have a decent job and you can support yourself, and that matters to me. Really does.
So you want to do this again next year?
Yep. Next year, let's make a date, September 13th, 2021.
2021. We'll do it.
You got it.
Man Called Sting birthday party?
Oh, God. Must we?
Yes, Man Called Sting. Love you.
So much.
I'm done with this, okay? Shut it off.